Hey, how you doing? Let me show y'all my fish real quick. Beautiful young man. All right. Anyways, all right. I want to tell y'all a little bit about Black History Month and what it means to me, a biracial child from poverty. All right. I'm gonna explain something to y'all that nobody else should be able to I won't say understand and interpret, but I'm gonna say not very many not very many people have a valid opinion on this matter because of circumstances that they've been involved in. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and explain myself, the history of me, I guess, so that you can see how that transcends into something bigger. All right. Hello, my name is TJ Robertson. In the beginning of my life, I had a single mother who worked all the time. Single white mother who worked all the time. And her coworkers that were her friends were typically black. There were a couple white women, but they were typically black. Okay, my father who left was black. Okay, and then my new stepdad that I got was black. We lived in a low income family. They both worked. Like, it was like we always got what we wanted, but we know we were struggling to have it, if that makes sense. But not like struggling as in like almost in a depressive state. Like, it really set us back on certain things whenever we allocated funds for different things. All right, listen. So, I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to be broke. I've eaten bread for dinner before. I've drank water while I was hungry just so I could go back to sleep. Like, I know what it's like to be poor, bro. And I also know what it's like to be mixed to the fullest extent, bro. I want to thank my mother real quick. Thank you for laying down your life for the ultimate sacrifice of giving a black man an opportunity to live through you. Because my mother, honestly, my mom didn't have to have me. Okay? And being mixed is probably the hardest in America, at least. Because the white people are going to say you're black. They might even pretend. They might pretend for a minute that you're white. Oh, we accept you. But then you start noticing in the grand scheme that they still treated you like you were black. And the black people, they gonna love you regardless, bro. But there's always some of them who are just like, oh, you probably think you better than us. No, that's not it at all. I want people to understand, bro, that in my life, a world I've encountered in the South of being mixed, bro, black people have shown nothing but love. I've had thug dudes walk up to me and be like, oh, what's up, bro? You remind me of my homeboy, this and this. Always start conversations with me. There's a thug dude in my math class right now. He only asks me for answers. Only asks me. That's it. Because it's like he can recognize that I understand. Not just understand the word, because he could ask the professor if he didn't understand the word. He understands that even if he asks me, I'm not going to shun him for it. Like, oh, you're stupid. Oh, come on, black boy. I'm not going to do that because for what? He still got the same opportunities. Even the white kids in there ask me. I have multiple white people sitting around me. They all ask me for help. And I'm starting to realize as I get older and older, bro, that being mixed, it may seem like it's the worst when you're growing up. But once you have reached the lowest level of grown and mature, this is the best life you could live, bro, because you can talk to anybody. And I want y'all to understand something about Black History Month. Black history is the history. Okay, because if it wasn't for black people, nothing about this land would be great. Nothing about America would be American. Nothing. Black people made everything. All right, and y'all don't understand that because I don't know. Like let's think of something for example. All right, we'll talk about bands for 1 second. Just 1 second. Just off topic tangent, or just talk about black greatness for a minute. Okay. Every culture has music. Okay. No culture goes to the extent of black tribes into making something that makes a beat. None of them, because congos and all that stuff, those are all black things. like the drums, those are all black things. Because they'll literally, cool, you can have your money, you can make you this nice stainless steel drum or whatever drums are top notch, you can have that. Because in Africa, they're gonna make the same quality instrument with something they made with their hands. Like, come on now, these people are gifted. These are talented people. All right, now I'm gonna talk about a sensitive topic, guys. It's called slavery. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about this. I know everybody's always like, oh, why do black people always talk about slavery? No, I'm about to make a point. Okay, this is just my interpretation of what I've learned in my world civilizations class. That is unbiased, just history. All right. So, when Rome collapsed, southern, I guess Eastern Europe didn't really have like a platform of their own government, right? So they were divided by the rich and the poor being the serfs, the peasants, stuff like that. And the rich just being kings, lords. I won't say kings, I'll say lords. Okay? So these rich people were like, bruh, honestly, we about to get attacked. I know y'all see this coming. We about to get raided. So let's all get together, make our little communities, build walls. Because why not? Okay? So these people, they built these walls. People started coming and raiding. It was the Vikings who were the people that were raiding. But the Vikings come around, attack through the lower end. And then these serfs are like, oh, shoot, help, please help. Because they need some help. So they beating on these walls. Let us in, please let us in, we'll do anything. Anything for protection of this wall. So these rich people, they're looking at these little peasants begging. Because they're begging, okay? They're like, all right, come on, what can you do? They're like, I mean, we can farm. That's all we know. We know how, we can get y'all some crops. We got you, bro. So these rich people, mind you, they're already rich, so they don't need more. Because once you made it to rich, you don't need more. Like, I don't understand why they don't understand this. It's like greed. Like, I think that's why greed is in the Bible. Like the love of money. Because it's really pathetic. Alright, but anyways. So eventually these serfs start working for these richer people, their lords or whatever. And it's all fun and games, and it's all Gucci. And they start having kids, and the kids start working in exchange for crops, protection, just civil duties like that. So these rich people have this church, and you have to pay communion. So these people are paying communion with their like harvesting, correct? But they're also having to pay their Lord in what they're harvesting as well, because they don't just get to live there for free. They have to give out something. So eventually, these serfs, they start having generation after generation after generation. Eventually, being a serf is your life. Like, you can't leave this. This is what you're born into. It's like a caste system. Okay? Now, this is in Europe. This is what these people did. They basically swindled freedom away from these people to end up making them slaves, because that's what serfs ended up being, just slaves. Okay? Now, in Africa around almost the same time period. It was like 1200s, I believe. I think that's what we were talking about. It might be 1500. I might be too early. But in Africa, secluded, they were just minding their own business. The Arab caravans come down into Africa. Okay, they have cloth, all this stuff, spices from India, porcelain from China. It's all nice and dandy. And these Africans, I'm gonna speak about Ghana in particular, the original Ghana. They had so much gold, bro. Too much gold. It was ridiculous. They paying people in bags of gold. Okay? So these Arabs are coming. They start trading, but they don't ever meet in the trade, because then it avoids conflict, because they don't want somebody to feel like they got lowballed, get an attitude, start arguing. So they do separate You go an hour away, you come back. If somebody left some money there for you, you can either choose to accept it, choose to decline it. If you decline it, you just have to leave, and they come back. You see what I'm saying? Like, this would last days or hours. Like, it just depending on who will bargain, you know? And that was just that, bro. But the black system, the only people that became enslaved, because black people did have slaves, were the ones who went against the government, as in, oh, I'm not paying taxes, I'm not working, etc., etc., like delinquents. So the king would get these people, and he would force them into slavery, but they would still be citizens. They could still vote. They could still get married, and they could have a job. Like, so basically, just being a slave was for humiliation. Okay, and it only was supposed to last up to 5 years. Like, they never had intentions of keeping these people enslaved forever. It was just a way of humiliation to punish them for going against the government. So once these people became slaves, they would usually get married to a woman, and then they would just live their little happy life out as her slave for, like, that would be his wife, but it would also be her slave. So she could use him for, like, to be the face of, like, some company venture or something. So really, he's not living a bad life, like, at all. Not getting whooped, not working hard, just being a face for a company and making money. Like, come on now. That's what black slavery is. Okay? So when these Europeans finally get to Africa, I'm gonna skip a couple centuries. When these people get to Africa, these Europeans, these are Western Europeans. Okay, the devil was really in their eyes, because Africa is really hard to get into, because there's Sahara at the top, the Kalahari at the bottom, and then just immense jungle in the middle. It's like they didn't want anybody to come in. Okay? So these people, they came in anyways. They started talking to these black kings, all this and that. They're like, dang, bro, let us get some of these slaves, you know? Let us get some of these other tribes. Let us just take some of these people and just get them off your hands. So if you had never experienced a bad slave owner, you wouldn't think that slavery was just going to be bad whenever you hear about it, especially when it's your enemies. Because, of course, you're not going to wish bad on your enemy, but I'd rather my enemy be across the world than across a border coming at me to come attack me. So, I mean, it made sense that they were selling these slaves, because who the freak going to think that these people are about to get lynched? Who finna think these people finna get set on fire? Who's thinking these people about to get raped? Like, these people didn't experience this, so of course they're not going to plan for this. Alright, so listen, innately, well, I won't say innately, okay, so they get back to America, and this is where the foundations of America are beginning, okay? These white people being slaves, and they start getting enough of them where they can just breed them themselves, break them from their cultures, teach them what they want them to know, and then make them work as hard as they can, okay? And what a lot of white people don't understand when black people talk about slavery, black people aren't talking about slavery because they want you to feel bad for them. Black people do not care about people feeling sorry for them. Black people have had it the worst out of any group of people in history, and I'll say for the longest duration as well. Nobody's out here getting hurt more than black people. And there's still black people out here that when they see white people, they hang out with them. There's people out here that when they see white people on getting the death penalty, they're like, nobody deserves to die. Because these people are actually loving individuals, bro. These thug dudes that hate white people, or these old black people that hate white people, they didn't just hate white people for no reason. Some white people gave them a reason, okay? And that's what y'all don't understand. I've seen plenty of thug people that have been very educated and hardworking, and they haven't gotten a job because of their image. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that somebody's image keeps them from getting a job other than black people, bro. Because I'm light-skinned, I had dreads, I had a wrinkled shirt, very unprepared for my interview, still got the job. Like, and I've gotten every job that I've tried to go to, and I think it's just because I'm light-skinned. honestly. Because had I been dark skinned, going in there with the same attitude, nobody, oh my goodness, boy, no. They would have shut me down too quick. Sorry, you gotta go, sir. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's so hard for black people, and black people, I really feel for y'all. And a lot of people know me. They think, oh, see, they don't like black girls. That's not it, bro. Let me tell y'all a little secret. All right, since my mom laid down the ultimate sacrifice to have me, where low income, all my relatives are like white. I got 2 cousins that are mixed, and everybody else white. You know, stuff like that. And if you poor and white, you could at least have a white man. But no, my mother was like, bump that. We're going for just a black man. This is what we doing. All right, and we're gonna have some little mixed kids. My mom laid down her life for me, so that's why I've only liked white girls. It's not that I'm only attracted to white girls. No, these white girls. Some of these girls look like I'm not finna start doing this, but they look like some things out here. Okay, and only reason I don't try black girls is because I already know they'll treat me right. I know that. Black girls love their men. Like, black girls will let their man cheat on them with like every girl around them and still be like, but that's my man. Wow. You know? And that's without money. But I have to prove to this world that yes, I can get a white girl to be interested in having a child that's not white, and then me still not get with her, because that's not what I'm about. So, the greatest thing about Black history to me is about black leadership, black love, and hope. That's it. So I want y'all to do with this video what y'all must. I hope y'all learned something. I just want y'all to understand that black people really are great people, bro. And that you shouldn't just let what you see on the outside or what you heard before or just some fear in general of black people keep you from branching out and meeting some of these people, bro. Especially the ones you don't understand. Don't see some black man sagging with a big shirt, listening to loud music. Don't see him and be like, oh, what a waste of a life. Go talk to him and ask him why, like, what made you decide to live this lifestyle? Like, do you just enjoy this, or is this a facade to keep us away from you? You know what I mean? Because some of these people have borders, bro, or walls built up because we can't trust these white people, bro. And that's really sad, because a lot of them, especially nowadays, are really good people, and they really want the best for everybody. But they get overlooked because of history. But that's my take on things. Y'all vote for me whenever I run for president, because I promise you, I'm going to understand. I understand how to help, because that's all being a president is supposed to be about anyway. It's not supposed to be about leadership or, well, leadership's important. Let me not say that. It's not about me going up there to feel like I'm the man. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, look at me, I'm president. No, it's to help the people that voted for me. So listen, y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Y'all enjoy y'all's day. Enjoy your loved ones. Tell everybody you love them today. I mean, you should tell them you love them every day. Y'all have a good one. Black History Month. Black excellence. We made it.